Hello everyone, this is Zeeebo and welcome to today's AFK journey video. So just for today, right, I'm gonna join back my Cecia cult, hence the Cecia rope as you guys can see, and showcase to you guys a meta team of Cecia that is probably still usable right now, but not the most meta team, right? It was the most meta team maybe 3 or 4 patches back, and in today's video I'm going to explain the team building, the rationale behind the team building, as well as the potential upgrades that you guys can use to cater to the current versions of things. And before I begin, right, this build was super duper dominant, and this was before I think the Iron Arden combo became a thing. This was before like all the assassins got majorly buffed from the older versions to the current versions. So right now I'm not too sure how well this team will fare, but it should probably still be the most meta team for Cecia moving forward if you are basing her as the main carry. So without further ado, I'm going to use my main account to showcase this because I have EX 10 Cecia with Supreme Plus level, so it should be sufficient to showcase the power of Cecia as a carry. So I'm going to use this map over here. Okay, so for Cecia's case, right, these 2 units are pretty much a must. I'm going to talk about the factional units, or the units which are from the factions. So we're going to run Viperion here. So usually it's either Viperion or Igor. For me, I ran Viperion because I want the enemy's ultimate to be slowed so that I can let Cecia summon her ultimate ASAP. And previously, Cecia's ultimate was able to get a massive damage reduction, effectively making it a semi-tank because 30-40 damage, 30 to 40% damage reduction is no joke, and the ability of her to just keep on summoning for the golem to get more HP is insane. So this is the core 3 units, and the other 2 units which was often paired with Cecia is number 1 Rowan and number 2 Hewin over here. So I don't think I need to explain too much for Rowan. His ability to accelerate all the ultimate of your teammate is insane, and combine that with Cecia having a super powerful ultimate to quickly cycle through her ultimate is also freaking powerful. I think even in today's standard, right, with the current meta of things, it could still work if your opponent is not running the latest wildest meta teams, because this combo used to dominate the meta, and I believe that it will still dominate the meta if not for the wildest combo or even the assassins becoming stronger. So the last unit which is inside this combo is obviously Hewin. So Hewin is there is for the whole map heal, which provide a massive heal number as well as a massive damage reduction, which allows the summon of Cecia to become really tanky. And at the same time, right, Hewin is also buffed by the likes of Rowan to allow her to spam her ultimate. So you guys can see where this is going, right? So control, right, control and then spam ultimate, allowing your whole team to spam their ultimate, and then you just cycle through your ultimate and keep your team alive. So this is how the team looks like. As for the artifact itself, you can choose to use enlightening or confining spell, but I prefer confining spell most of the time because this comp is not the burst you down fast comp, although being able to get your golems out fast enough is really good. But I think in the current version as well as the current meta of things, I think controlling as well as stalling out the game so that Cecia can spam summon her ultimate is probably the wiser choice to go for. But you guys can definitely try and error and see which one works better for you. So this is the current team introduction for Cecia. This will probably still be the most meta team right now if I think there is no wildest comp, in fact. Yeah, because the synergy between all the units are insane, and all these units have very powerful individual power levels, or very high individual power levels. So other substitutes include maybe replacing our dear Viperion for maybe one of the Celestial Sashipojin units such as Kalita, for example, for more instant killing potential as well as more stats in terms of the factional bonuses. And if you don't have Torrent up, if you are a free-to-play player, you can definitely feel Danny over here. So I need to find my Danny, so you can use Danny, right? And then maybe you can use Damien, right, in this case. So Damien provides heal, provide haste, and then if you have this wilder side of combination, right, your dear Danny can also root the enemy, and then Damien can provide the heal for Scarletta as well as Granny in the front line as well as all the other units. So this is one way you can feel our dear Cecia over here. Okay, but I think this comp is much better off without Cecia, to be really honest. So if you really want to run Cecia, I still think that this is probably the best combo for her, at least from the Gravebomb factional bonus side. So without further ado, I'm going to showcase 2 offensive matches. I'll say one against a team I can win and one against the current meta. So I'll start with the current meta. Vicen over here runs the Iron Carolina Arden combo, which is definitely the current meta. So I'm gonna showcase this team's power against that. And I think one of the biggest problem is that you're running 3 Wilder, so you're super duper weak to control. Very weak. But give me a moment. I think I'm gonna put Rowan here. I'm gonna put Torrent here. Okay, positioning wise, he's gonna group all my units together nonetheless, so I don't think it matters that much where I put my units. He's using Enlightening Spell, right? So do I want to use Enlightening Spell? I kind of need to protect my units though. Yeah, I think one of the problem with this unit is that you can't actually spread out your units too much. If not, the efficiency is not there. But I think this should be fine. I guess this should be fine. Okay, we gotta do this. Gotta do this. Okay, then I'm gonna use a lightning spell so that I can get my ultimate off ASAP. From Cecia's case, I'm not gonna group all my units together. If not, Arden's gonna just strike everybody, and this is probably the best positioning I can think of, right? Because Iron's just gonna group everyone together, most possibly. So let's see what happens. Okay, so this is against a meta team with the Cecia team, which I suggested. Okay, so over here we are able to get our summons off really good. So as you guys can see, Rowan is spamming the summon, but then because of the insane bursting potential of my enemy, my Hewin already got bursted. Okay, all my units died before I was able to do anything, so that was one of the showcase that Cecia team has, right? It's not actually really good against the current meta because they burst you down before you can actually get your combos going. So next one, I'll play against a team that's maybe not so meta and see whether or not I can actually win from here. Yeah, right now it's the Iron Carolina combo running well. This team is not very meta, but it's still very strong. Yeah, like because this is currently the meta, right? So it's very hard for Cecia to survive. I can't even find a team without Cecia. Oh, guys! Look! We have a Cecia main over here! Guys, look! Holy crap! Oh my god, this guy is still running the Cecia meta. Okay. So this is the Cecia meta that I'm talking about. This is the old Cecia meta, as you guys can see, and this guy has insanely powerful Cecia EX20, and then this guy has a EX20 Viperion as well. So it's gotta be really insane to see this combo. So in this case, right, I'm gonna run my own Cecia comp, right, who is also the old meta. So this was, without a doubt, I'll say like the previous meta from 2-3 patches back, definitely. Like it was really insane because what you wanted to do, right, like if it just keeps on going, right, there's no way your enemy can do anything about it. So instead, right, I'm gonna use my very meta Cecia team against his very meta Cecia team, and I'm gonna use Enlightening Spell, and then he's gonna use Confining Spell, and then we will see the results from there. Okay, so I'm slightly higher in terms of power because I have Paragon 1 units, but my Cecia is weaker than Cecia, right? My Cecia is only EX10 Supreme, his Cecia is EX20 Supreme. His Viperion is weaker than my Viperion as well, unfortunately, so I can see my Viperion carrying, but we shall see the results, right? This is the old Cecia meta battle. Okay, so let's start. Okay, I'm going to go at one time. So Viperion sends out all the snakes and then debuff the enemy. Okay. So over here, my Huey managed to get her ultimate off, so none of my unit is dying. The enemy's Rowan got the ultimate off first, but my Rowan got the ultimate off subsequently, and then the Huey pops off. Okay. Okay. Really good. As you guys can see, my Cecia managed to get the ultimate off. So we're able to control the enemy, and the opponent's Viperion uses the ultimate, so my Torrent uses the ultimate, starts to charge up the ultimate from there, and then his Cecia summons the ultimate. Fortunately for me, because Huey is on the battlefield, Huey is able to protect Rowan, and then Rowan is subsequently able to spawn more potion to protect Huey as well as all the other units that are low on HP. So you guys can see for yourself that my units are all relatively healthy, and I'm starting to break his formation because my Huey is getting the ultimate off, and I'm breaking it up. Okay, so we will go through the damage report later on, but this is indeed one of the most meta comp in the past. So you guys can see there's somebody who actually trained the comp up and he's pretty much stuck with the comp, but this comp used to be very powerful. And even in a mirror matchup, right, it can sort of be very dependent, right, on whether or not the confining spell lands on your Cecia, or does it land on your Rowan, or even land on your Viperion from there. So this was the meta team, and this is the meta team versus meta team showcase. So this was the older version. So for my case, I think my Viperion was slightly stronger than his, but I think you guys can see the effect of this meta team, this Cecia meta team in the past. So yeah, that's pretty much it, right? If you guys want to run this meta team, this is how it looks like. Basically, I think Rowan and Hewin is a must in a team in a sense. Right now, because Cecia's ultimate doesn't have any sort of damage reduction, you need Hewin's heal to keep the summons alive as well as keep your team alive, while adding in that damage reduction on top of the summon itself. So Cecia's role is still that of summoning the golem, right, spam controlling the enemy, as well as using the golem as a frontline body to do damage, as well as tank for damage. Then for Viperion's case, it's damage as well as a little bit of debuff, and for Torrent's case is to protect your carry, but this comp is very weak to the current meta, which is the wildest main, right, Iron as well as his partners. So if you don't have such a competitive bracket and you are maining a Cecia, this is definitely a team comp you can run both offensively and defensively. It's a very solid team comp, by the way. It's just not the most meta right now. So hopefully my Cecia cult for a day thing is something that you guys like, right? Something that you guys can use over here if you are a Cecia main yourself. And that's it for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in. Do remember to like and subscribe to see more, and I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye guys.